but you can use anything you have on hand: glass, ceramic, even old candle jars. Now, place 1 lemon in each container. Gently open the top crosscut to reveal the juicy center. This is where the magic starts. Let's bring in our next ingredient: coarse salt. Add 2 tablespoons directly into the lemon's center in each cup. The salt helps neutralize odors and slowly releases the lemon's natural oils into the air, creating a clean and fresh aroma. Now pour in 1 tablespoon of
obsessive cleaning. It was something I never understood, until the day a maid, who only works for the rich, told me a secret that changed everything. The truth is that the secret to clean, fragrant air lies in 3 ingredients that you already have in your kitchen. Get a plastic container. You can use one of those empty ice cream containers, but be careful, don't use glass. Why? When salt absorbs moisture, it swells, and a glass container can crack or explode under the pressure. Now at the bottom of the container, place a cotton pad. It doesn't have to be expensive cotton pads. Even those old makeup remover pads will do. On top of the cotton pad, you'll put 2 tablespoons of coarse salt. Don't use refined salt. Coarse salt has irregular crystals that increase the surface area in contact with the air. This is pure physics. The more irregular it is, the more moisture it captures. Now comes the magic part: a spoonful of detergent, and then the millionaire's touch. 5 drops of your favorite perfume. If you don't have perfume, use fabric softener. Yes, the same one you use in the washing machine. Last but not least, cloves. If you don't have perfume, use fabric softener. Yes, the same one you use in the washing machine. Lastly, the cloves. Add 5 or 6 cloves. In addition to giving a warm aroma, they are a natural repellent. Cockroaches, spiders, and even moths run away from this smell. Now be careful. Most people ruin everything in the next step. You can't leave the jar completely closed. The air needs to circulate for the salt to breathe and absorb the moisture. Take the lid of the jar and make holes. Heat an old fork on the stove for 10 seconds, and with the hot tip, make the holes. This way, it is quick, safe, and the holes are perfect. Put it in your closet, especially if you store blankets or winter clothes. Mold destroys expensive fabrics. Behind the toilet, the most humid area in the house, even if you don't realize it. Inside your car, yes, under the seat. It eliminates that smell of fast food mixed with rain. But the rich have another secret. They put it inside the air conditioning system. When you turn on the air, the scent spreads throughout every room. It's like having a high-end diffuser without paying $300 for one. If you don't try this today, your home will continue to be an invisible battlefield against mold,
Just half a capful is enough. Now, take a fork and heat up the tip with a lighter. You'll need it to poke a few tiny holes in the container lid. This part's important, so take your time and do it right. Once you've made the holes, your setup is done. What you've just created is a powerful, natural dehumidifier. The charcoal wrapped in cotton works to absorb moisture from the air, keeping mold from forming. This becomes especially important during the rainy months when indoor humidity tends to spike. The cotton helps keep the charcoal dry, which boosts its performance and makes it last longer. By adding the softener or fragrance, you're making sure the air stays dry and smells great. The result is a much more pleasant and protected spacery, fresh and safe from excess moisture and mildew. You can use this trick in all kinds of places: bathrooms, closets, wardrobes, and even small, closed-up spots where mold tends to show up, like shoe racks, drawers, or laundry areas. The best part about this hack is how easy it is to do, using things you probably already have around the house. It's a practical, affordable, and super effective way to keep your spaces clean, fresh-smelling, and free from mold and bad odors. On top of that, it's a sustainable alternative to expensive products loaded with harsh chemicals. Once you try this homemade trick, you'll see how useful and reliable it is in your daily routine. And you'll definitely want to share it with your friends and family, because good tips like this deserve to be passed along to anyone looking for a simple and budget-friendly way to keep their home protected.
Put pepper on toilet paper, and you'll never have this problem again. This is the secret that the industry doesn't want you to know. And guys, that's it. But don't worry, it's not for use in the bathroom. This is a very simple tip, and I guarantee you that it will be very useful. To do this, we're going to take a roll of toilet paper. In fact, we're only going to need one piece. It doesn't need to be very big. This size is perfect. Once you've done this, take the piece of paper and fold it in half. And now we're going to roll up the whole paper. Do it the way I'm doing in the video. And my uncle who lives on the farm taught me this. This trick is often used on beaches and farms. You'll definitely be surprised by the result. After you've rolled up the whole paper, it will look like this, like a piece of rope. Now, set the paper aside. In another container, add a spoonful of toothpaste. And you can use whatever you have at home. Here I'm using this one. Once you've done this, now add a little pepper. And then just mix it well until the two ingredients are combined. Leave here the city where you are watching from. And if you are enjoying it, comment, "I want," so I know. Next, take a little of the mixture with your fingers and spread it all over the paper. And I imagine you must be curious, wondering what this is for. I'll tell you right now, and you won't be disappointed by waiting. Next, we will need a glass container. You can use whatever you have at home, as long as it's glass. Now just place our paper with the mixture like this. It's important to keep this end sticking out. Once that's done, just light it. You don't need to leave it on fire, just leave it glowing, because what we need is this smoke. And folks, what we just made is a wonderful homemade repellent. That's right. This will scare away all kinds of insects, such as mosquitoes, gnats, bees, wasps, and even cockroaches. It works for all flying insects and ants. This smoke is very powerful and will solve your problems with mosquitoes and gnats once and for all. And the purpose of the pepper paste is to inhibit the smell of burning paper. Few people know this, but pepper contains capsaicin, which helps to intensify the repellent effect of smoke, and insects hate it. This tip is simply incredible. Here at home, we were suffering from mosquitoes at night. No one could sleep well. But after my uncle taught me this tip, it was like magic. The mosquitoes disappeared for good. Just light it, and they disappear from the house. And you can leave it anywhere in your house, especially near the windows. If you're tired of spending money on repellent and nothing works, this tip will save you. I'm sure you'll love the results.
You just need to put mothballs in your fabric softener. Believe me, after that, you'll never look at cleaning the same way again. I myself stopped wasting money unnecessarily. And the most curious part? No one tells you this trick, even though it has been used for decades by the most careful families. And the best part? It really works. It's simple, quick, and completely transforms your home environment. It all starts with something that seems small, but makes all the difference. 3. Mothball balls. Handle them with care, like preparing something special. Take a paper towel or even a cloth and place the mothballs right in the center. Fold carefully. The next step may seem strange, but that's where the secret lies. Crush everything until it turns into a fine powder. You can use any firm object for this. This powder will be the key point of our powerful mixture. Now put everything into a large container. It can be the bucket you already use for cleaning. Add 4 cups of hot water and stir until well dissolved. And here comes an ingredient that seems common but changes everything. White vinegar. It has to be that one. Do not substitute. Add 150 milliliters. Stir. Feel the aroma changing. Next, take your favorite fabric softener. If you have a concentrate, even better. 2 full caps. Trust me, this gives a special touch that lingers in the air for hours. Then, add 3 tablespoons of dish soap, whatever you have at home, but the green one is usually more effective. Finally, top up with 4 more cups of room temperature water. Mix well. At this moment, you'll realize that it's not just any mixture. It's almost a secret formula. Transfer everything into a 2-liter plastic bottle. The amount fits perfectly. Make a small hole in the cap. This may seem like a detail, but it helps a lot when using. Now you have in your hands what many already call the most complete and efficient floor cleaner there is. It cleans deeply, scents the environment, and also disinfects. And there's more. With naphthalene, you keep cockroaches and other insects away, especially on hot days when they appear out of nowhere. Those who already use it don't change it for anything, and those who discover it usually keep this tip under wraps. You can use it in any corner of the house, bathroom, kitchen, living room. The result is surprising. The floor shines, the smell is pleasant, and the environment feels light. You feel like you've taken care of the house the way it deserves, the way you deserve. This is one of those solutions that you enjoy repeating because they really work. And most importantly, it's made by you with simple ingredients, but with an effect that seems magical. So don't leave it for later. Try it today and feel the difference. Then tell me in the comments how the result was in your house.